to the Doug McConey vlog. Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a treat for you this week? A 5-city week. 5 cities, 5 days. Is that right? Yeah, we got DC, Boston, St. Louis, Chicago, Cincinnati. Holy cow, this is going to be quite a week. This week, I want to spend some time talking about what does diversity and inclusion mean, why is it so important within an organization, and how can you at any level help promote diversity and inclusion. Let's get this week going, shall we? Look who the cat drug in. Is it Mascant? Mascant? How do you actually pronounce your name?
In Dutch, the A is a real A, so you say Maaskant. That's okay. Dutch.
So Martin
Maaskant is the real Dutch.
Maaskant. All right. I've only known the guy for like 10 years.
You can call me Mike.
That's a wrap. Cross-border tax talks. Tune in wherever you get your podcasts. I made it to city number 2, Boston, Massachusetts. It's still Monday. Is it still Monday? Yeah, it's still Monday. When our CEO, Tim Ryan, took over the top position at PwC, one of the things that he started was the CEO Action for Diversity and Inclusion. Since starting this, over 415 CEOs have signed up to help promote and drive diversity and inclusion in their respective businesses. I would encourage you to check out the website and learn more about the CEO Action for Diversity and Inclusion. I'm in the PwC Boston office today. I'm doing our Boston market visit where I'm meeting all the international tax professionals from Boston, including the partners and the leadership here. So it is a Boston meeting marathon, and we're meeting some of the key clients. All right. So I finished 2 days worth of marathon meetings in Boston. I am now heading to St. Louis for a flash where I'm speaking at a TEI conference. Made it to St. Louis, city number 3. So let's talk about what does diversity and inclusion mean to me. Diversity to me should be defined extremely broadly. Inclusion means creating a culture and environment on your team where people feel comfortable being who they are, where they feel comfortable sharing ideas, where they feel comfortable that even if they say or ask something stupid, that they will be respected. Whoa, look at those sun streaks. It doesn't matter what point you are in your career. It's critical to create an environment. Buses. It's critical to create an environment of inclusion where people feel welcome. And so what we can explore next is why is that so important? All right, the sun's coming up. I got to go prepare. I got to go do a little mingling. You know, that's what I do in my job. And then it's 7:15. I got I think a noon flight to Chicago, and I got a meeting that's starting in Chicago at 1, which I'm going to be a little late for. But we're heading to city number 4. But first things first, let's go talk about the new 965 regs to our TEI panel. Speech went well. Now racing back to Lambert Airport to head to Chicago. made it to city number 4, Chicago. The Chicago River, ladies and gentlemen. One fundamental question that organizations and individuals ask themselves when thinking about diversity and inclusion is why. Would anybody ask why diversity and inclusion is not important? Diversity and inclusion is the right thing to do. People need a fair chance to be able to succeed in any aspect of life, or really within any organization. And so it is incumbent upon leaders within an organization to make sure that we are not bringing inherent biases into our decision making, and are able to make sure that we create an environment and a culture where everybody has a chance to succeed. It's the right thing to do. As a leader, you want to have a team that is inclusive and diverse of ideas and of thoughts. And it is going to make everybody in that organization and on that team better. All right, made it to Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a 5-city week, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to wrap up today's vlog talking about what can I do, what can you do to help promote diversity and inclusion. This is not an easy question to answer, and it's something that I welcome comments below. I think the first thing that we need to do, anybody at any level, is to be mindful. Try to recognize inherent biases that you may have. And when doing performance reviews, when making hiring decisions, when determining who is going to be on a particular team, try to be mindful of the inherent biases that we all have to make sure that you're doing what you can to promote as much diversity within that particular team. Challenging people and challenging others when somebody may not be as mindful is really important. Speak up, speak your mind, share when you think that maybe people aren't being as inclusive as they could or should be, or that they're bringing up inherent biases that maybe they're not as mindful of. Finally, the thing that I wanted to mention and acknowledge was the senseless killing of one of my fellow members of the PWC family, Botham John. This is a black man who was killed inside his own home by a member of the law enforcement community, an unarmed black man. When I think about what I can do within my city, within my university, within my firm, how do I help prevent that? I don't know. I feel so helpless and I feel so bad, and I want to be able to promote change and facilitate change. And what do you guys think? How can we help make the world a better place? What can we do within our teams, within our lives to do better? Because what's happening is not good enough. Maybe we all just take a moment of silence to think about Bo and the others that have been killed, and think about what we can do to create a more diverse and inclusive world.